Science Divine is a global movement for helping people realize their optimum potential through definite scientific techniques for sound body, sound mind, and self-realization. It's an all-out endeavor to create conditions for the emergence of a new humanity on this earth, which is filled with inner joy, while at the same time enjoying the fruits of great material prosperity and riches. One can enjoy the material and the spiritual world without sacrificing one for the other by practicing the Science Divine Mahamantra, Bhitar se sannyas, Bahar se sansar, which means being in a state of total acceptance from within and yet working and living like the most ambitious person on this earth, just as the wheels of a car keep moving in high speed, but the axle remains static. My effort has been towards freeing the individual from the ideologies and the belief systems which have blinded and divided humanity through the ages. Science Divine provides definite scientific techniques and revolutionary insights for bringing about the total transformation of the modern man in general. And the whole objective has been to simplify spirituality in such a way that it becomes a part of life and living of every individual on this earth. My well-bred ones, heartiest good wishes for a healthy, happy and safe life to you all and to all your well-wishers. Today the whole world is facing a great havoc created by corona pandemic, and you will be surprised to know that this virus has given birth to another virus. This another virus is more dangerous and deadlier than the corona itself. This virus is the virus of fear and anxiety. It has started striking people at all levels: physical, mental, emotional and financial. Therefore, this has become the most relevant question as to how to tackle this new virus of fear and anxiety. Today, I will like to discuss three fundamental factors which are responsible for fear and anxiety to arise in your mind and heart. These factors can be termed as emotional triad or emotional trinity. The first factor is physiology. In moments of fear and anxiety, your whole physiology changes. Your body becomes overtense, and at the same time it starts shrinking with shoulders slouched. Now, how to handle this situation? When you are in a state of fear and anxiety and your physiology has undergone such changes, if you can change your posture radically at this moment, you can get rid of this state of fear and anxiety. And I want to tell you that there is a very powerful antidote to it. You go just for a quick run or for any exercise of your choice. Immediately after that, you will find that some chemical changes have arisen within you, and you will be totally freed from fear and anxiety. The second physiological change that occurs in your body is that your breathing changes entirely. You start breathing short, quick and shallow. Now there is a specific way out to deal with this situation. You can get rid of this situation by ensuring that you are breathing wholly, and at the same time you are ensuring that your breathing is becoming long and deep. Ensuring long and deep breathing is the greatest remedy for driving away the state of fear and anxiety from your mind and heart. Therefore, changing your physiology radically may prove to be the most powerful device for driving away fear and anxiety from your body, mind and heart. And for this, I will let you practice a powerful meditation for freedom from fear and anxiety right today. The second significant factor is your focus. Your focus is responsible for the way you feel. What you focus, you feel is the rule. It has been said, you get what you think about or focus upon, whether you want it or you don't want it. For example, if you continuously keep on thinking that you may meet an accident on the roads, you may meet an accident on the roads, you may meet an accident on the roads, no power of this earth can stop you from meeting an accident on the roads. So the rule says, focus on what you want. Never focus on what you do not want. In other words, focus on what you want. Never focus on your fears. In case of fear and anxiety, it has been found that your focus always remains on your fears. Therefore, changing your focus is most important factor to be taken into account. When you are in a state of fear and anxiety, it would be better to drop negative thoughts. Start thinking positive thoughts instantly. There might be very many things, the good things in that specific situation, think of those good things. Make a picture of those good things and try to visualize them. In every situation, if you are conscious, if you are aware, you can find flowers. So the second principle says, focus on the flowers of the situation. And if you focus on the flowers in any given situation, the flowers will start multiplying, and ultimately your fear and anxiety will disappear. The third factor, the most significant factor is change the use of words and phrases or the language when you are in a state of fear and anxiety. Use of words and phrases has a great impact on how you feel. It has been found that when you are in a state of fear and anxiety, you are prone to use big negative and disappointing words. If you change your vocabulary, your feelings and emotions of the moment will start changing. It has been very rightly said, words can hurt and words can heal. Choice is yours. For example, you may think that life is a battle or life is a struggle, and the other person may think that life is a game or life is a play. I want to tell you very clearly, if you treat life as a battle or a struggle, your life will become a center of tension and turmoil. You will be filled with a lot of troubles in your life. But if you think and speak that this life is a game, this life is a play, then you will find that actually life can become a fun to live with. Therefore, it is of primary importance as to what you speak. You must speak empowering words, not the weak and disappointing words. For example, you can speak, I can get, I will get. You must speak, I can win, I will win. In place of speaking, it is very difficult for me to get it. It seems very difficult for me to win it. My chances are very loose. Weak words, disappointing words, if continuously spoken, they create an atmosphere of fear and anxiety, and emotions of fear and anxiety start welling up from within. Moreover, I will like to explain to you that fear is, moreover, I would like to explain to you that fear is an unpleasant sentiment which is usually triggered by the perception of danger in future. In fact, fear is associated with your mind, which is always thinking about what is going to happen in future. It simply shows that you are not living in reality. You are living in imagination which does not exist. And it means that you are suffering something which does not exist. If you are suffering something that does not exist, Lord Buddha says, you are either in a state of hallucination or in a state of insanity. And I want to tell you, now you become one with your imagination. Since you become one with your imagination of a negative dimension, you start creating a film of tragedy of your own in your mind. Now the question arises, how to deal with it? My advice is very simple. You can start creating a film of pleasantness, a film of comedy with happier and happier endings. But very many people come to me and ask, how can they ignore future? I always tell them, please go and plan about your future, but simply do not start living in future. For example, buying the ticket of a future journey is the act of the present. But please do not start traveling in the train and feeling the pains and pangs of the journey right today. All fear arises only when you start living in future which does not exist. Therefore, the only remedy is come down to reality. And I want to tell you, there is a beautiful way. When you are doing something, put all your energy into it and do it wholeheartedly. For example, if you are listening to me, just listen to me. If you are reading, just read. If you are walking, just walk. Whatever you are doing, be total into that act. Never do anything half-heartedly. You will see the magic. Your mind will not get time to run into imaginations. And as a consequence, you will experience something wonderful. That is, you will experience the beauty of being in the moment, totally free from all fears and anxiety at large. If you are living in fear, it simply means that you have not trained your mind for living in the present. And I want to tell you that meditation is a powerful device for training the mind for living in the present. And Sanjeevani Kriya is the best device for meditation for the 21st century man.
झुग्गी झोपड़ी शिक्षा सेवा मिशन का लक्ष्य है बचपन से ही ध्यान और प्रेम की दीक्षा तथा आधुनिक ज्ञान और विज्ञान की विश्व स्तरीय शिक्षा उपलब्ध कराना। किंतु दुर्भाग्यवश हमारे देश में 6 से 14 साल के करीब 6 करोड़ बच्चे स्कूल नहीं जाते और करीब 1.25 करोड़ बच्चे मजदूरी करने के लिए विवश हैं। इस तरह भारत का भविष्य कहे जाने वाले अधिकांश बच्चे भारी संख्या में देश के समस्त शहरों में झुग्गियों में पैदा होते हैं और किसी स्कूल का मुंह देखे बिना भीख मांगने या फिर जेब काटने की ट्रेनिंग लेकर या विवशतावश बाल मजदूर बनकर जीवन का नरक झेलते झेलते मर जाते हैं। इन बच्चों से इनकी मासूमियत छीनने के लिए सारा देश अपराधी है। इस दिशा में आपका छोटा सा संकल्प आपके शहर के हजारों नन्हे मुन्ने अबोध बच्चों को मौत के मुंह में जाने से अथवा नारकीय जीवन जीने से बचा सकता है।
Now I will take you to the practice of a very powerful meditation for freedom from fear and anxiety. There are 3 steps in this meditation. The first step is rubbing your hands. In this step, you have to simply continue rubbing your hands slowly and softly, and mentally you have to continue feeling that your mind is getting calmer and calmer. You have to continue feeling that thoughts have started dropping. You see, your left hand is associated with your right brain, and your right brain is associated with your left brain. If you continuously rub both your hands with the feeling that your thoughts are coming down, thoughts are coming down, thoughts are coming down, you will find that the heat of the brain is passing down to your palms, and within 2 to 3 minutes you will find that your palms have become warmer and warmer, and your mind will become quiet, calm, tranquil, and totally free from all sorts of fears and anxiety. First, I am explaining all the steps, then I will take you to practice. So, the first step you have to practice like this. Gradually keep on increasing the pace and pressure both, and you have to do like that for 3 minutes. Okay? Now, the second step. The second step is intense humming. You see, this step is again very powerful. This is to ensure that your breathing becomes long and deep. If you practice this step 10 times, you will find that in place of short, quick and shallow breathing, your breathing has started becoming deeper and deeper, longer and longer. If you practice it daily for 10 times as a part of this Kriya, you will experience a drastic change in your pattern of breathing. Your breathing will become gradually long and deep, and you will start experiencing the beauty of life, because the greatest problem with us is that we all are breathing by our chest. We are not breathing through the belly. Belly breathing is very important and the most important dimension for getting free from fear and anxiety. So, how to do this intense humming? This intense humming is the third dimension of Omkar. For example, when we say Omkar, there are 3 intense sounds. One is A, the second is U, the third is M. And this intense humming is associated with the third dimension of Omkar, and how it is to be done, I am showing you, I am demonstrating you once. We have to close our eyes and then we have to start humming, and while humming we have to feel that slowly our belly button is going inward. A slight feeling of belly button going inward. So I am closing the eyes and now humming. Breathe in deeply. This we have to do 10 times, which will take around 5 minutes. And now we come to the third step. Understand the step and the science behind it. The third step is watching the navel center with eyes closed. Your navel center is the most important center of your body. In the mother's womb, you were connected with the mother through the navel center, and it is through the navel center that all the supplies were being received to you from the mother. And the first time you were born, this link was cut off. And you see, this center, this chakra is the most powerful chakra associated with courage, strength and overall well-being of the body. The health of your whole body is centered around the well-being of this center, and that is the strengthening of this center is mandatory for removal of all kinds of fears. The strengthening of the Nabhi chakra or the navel center is mandatory. You see, suppose you are driving a car or a motorbike and some obstacle or any other person happens to fall in front of your bike. Instantly the first pressure goes on this center. So this center needs to be taken care of. If by practicing this powerful meditation, if you can take care of the well-being of this center, you will experience that all sorts of fear, anxiety, depression is disappearing from your life and living. You will be developing strange confidence inside you, and you will be emboldened to do greater and greater things in your life. Now understand the principle involved in this step. With eyes closed, you have to watch your navel center. Just 2 inches below the navel center, there is a point of Taden, as it is described in the Japanese culture and spiritual tradition. That is the point where from your breathing must start, the point of Taden. If your attention goes on the navel center, your breathing follows your attention up to that point. And if you practice watching at the navel center with eyes closed, you will find that your attention is always associated with your belly button rising up with the inhaling and going down with the exhaling. Inhalation and exhalation, with every inhalation your belly button is rising up, with every exhalation your body button is going in. So keep watching continuously for 10 minutes the belly button rising up, going in, rising up, going in, and in the process two things will happen. Your mind will become totally meditative, whereas at the same time your breathing will become longer and deeper, longer and deeper, longer and deeper, and it will bring about total fearlessness inside you. If sincerely practiced, this Kriya may prove to be the greatest antidote against fear, depression, and any sort of anxiety. Now I will take you to the practice of this Kriya, meditation for freedom from fear and anxiety. And this is very powerfully useful in cases of depression also. So now I will take you to the practice of the Kriya. Please do sit comfortably in a chair or on a sofa, wherever you may be, and close your eyes, keeping your body erect, with erect spine, keeping your body in a state of total relaxation. Your spine is erect, but the whole body is totally relaxed. With your body relaxed, eyes closed, join your hands and start the first step, rubbing your hands together for 3 minutes. At the same time, continue feeling that your mind is becoming calm, tranquil, and thoughtless. More and more calm and tranquil. Your thoughts are disappearing. Beautiful. Your mind has become quiet and tranquil. The heat is gone. Tensions and thoughts of turmoil are gone. You are experiencing a state of peace, a state of tranquility. Now the second step, continue your eyes remaining closed. Now you have to breathe deeply, inhale deeply, and then start humming intensely. This is the second step of intense humming. You have to go for humming intensely. So inhale deeply and then start humming intensely 10 times. While humming intensely, please do keep in mind that you have to feel that your belly button is slightly moving inwards. Your belly button slightly moving inwards. Now we come to the third step of the Kriya, and that is, with eyes closed, continue watching the navel center for 10 minutes. With the ingoing breath, your navel center is rising up, and with the outgoing breath, your navel center is falling, moving in. Your navel center moving in, moving out, moving in, moving out, rising up, moving in. You have to continue watching it as a witness, as an observer. Simply you have to observe your navel center falling and rising, rising and falling, rising and falling with the incoming and outgoing breath. Just be an observer, just be a witness. It is a powerful meditation technique, whereas most powerful technique for ensuring that your breathing is long and deep. So, the third step, with eyes closed, continue watching your navel center for 10 minutes.